Yup. Alright. So, for once, I'm actually recording this week. Now, I was gonna wait till tomorrow because I'm getting the Hobgoblin figure from the Retro Wave, but I don't want to wait. So I just reviewed this Neca King Kong. You know, one of the many three right now. This is the Skull Island one, I think, or just I honestly don't know. But I'm addressing this right now. We're not going to go into accessories, but I'm missing his other head. I'm. It should be in here, or it's in the truck. I don't know. But for this review, he will not have his other head. But if you're wondering what it looks like, here's this. Here's that photo of it. So the photo's kind of crap, not gonna lie. But no, I don't know who took it. I didn't do it. The Amazing didn't do it. Wade didn't do it. You know, many other action figure reviewers who take awesome, awesome photos. But anyways, so I got this a couple weeks ago when I went to the rodeo in Houston, and I got this at Houston Target. And I gotta say, right now, I like this figure. I really do. Is it like top five? Like, does it stand up with Joker top, or like bootleg Venom? No, not even close. It's like more top 20, top 15, I guess. It would be like number 13. I don't know. I like NECA, but like, you know, some of their figures are really hard to mess with. So you have to heat them up. But you know, I just put a lot of trust into my stuff, and it's fine for now. But anyways, so I guess we can go into like detail and stuff. So obviously, since like you know brightness stuff, he has a scratch mark right here. I think you can kind of see that. Not sure. And then he has like more marks right here, and on his chest. Now you can see that he has marks right here. I'm pretty sure he has way more. Maybe on the back. No, never mind. Oh, right, and this mark right here. And the sculpt and everything on this figure, it's really well. I like it. I don't know what this is. Just an overlay on obviously a body, but like you know. Also, I like the articulation. We will get into that right after this. But as you can tell, I mean, it's not like an actual gorilla can like does this like, or do they? I don't know. I don't. I've never really seen a gorilla, nor do I really care. But at least he can do this like kind of like ape-ish. I mean, he is a fucking ape, so. And then his head is really neat. So is the other head. The other head looks like the. I mean, it's like the standard head for King Kong for some reason. I guess to represent the puppet back then that they use a stop motion. But yeah, detail, sculpt, everything is amazing. NECA does a very good job at what they do. And this angry head is like my favorite. Now it's not no screaming head, but like it's angry. You can take really nice photos with it. Now I'm not like a photographer. Okay, I kind of am, or I'm trying to be, but my photos aren't that great, and I don't care. It's just me. I don't want to edit my photos to make it look cool. I just want to get like how it looks because I just don't care. Well, I care, but like I don't know how to explain it. All right, let's go into articulation. So let me stand them up. Jesus, like I said, NECA figures are kind of hard to handle, just a little bit. Let's see if I can stand them up real quick, like just real quick. All right, just let me adjust that because he is a big figure. So, all right. So of course, I don't think my camera's gonna focus because it is dark in this area. But all right. So his head's on this ball joint, which goes like that. Not, it's not bad though. Like it's not my favorite thing, but like, man, does he get good up. Now for down, he doesn't really get down. It's kind of like neutral. This is where his head's usually supposed to be, I guess. And then he has a joint right here, which makes his arm go that far up. Bicep swivel, double joint elbow. Also like a kind of swivel down here, kind of like with the Marvel Legends Gambit. You know, right here. Swivel right here as well. So yeah. And then swivel at the swivel, and then hinge, which is kind of difficult because it's NECA. NECA figures are tight, and then I think it's a ball joint or a dumbbell joint, or maybe it's like a setup with the head. I'm not sure. I'm not expert on NECA articulation, but he gets pretty good crunch. I mean, this does look normal for him since he is basically a giant gorilla. And he gets some back, or this is how a human would stand, but again, this is like a gorilla, so he's more going to face forward. So once he goes like that, he looks like he's standing up, or looks kind of pregnant, I guess. Or just like a average dad. And then he has a thigh swivel right here, kind of like how Mayfix. I know I don't have a Mayfix figure, but like, right here, he has a swivel right there. Also, yeah, I don't mind that. Oh yeah, I found black wire randomly in my room, and so yeah, webs for Venom. Yay. Again, he has like a thigh swivel. Foot goes this far up and that far back, and then that far, so in case you want to have a King Kong doing some karate moves, yeah. It's kind of better than like Marvel Legends Spider-Man, so. And then he has double jointed knees, which he also has that kind of swivel, but like it's not as good as up here, so. And then down, up, which isn't that much, and then tilt, an ankle pivot. So yeah, I'm probably missing something like usual, but Now, is it easy to stand this figure up? Yes, if you're on a flat surface. I mean, either way, it's easy to just stand him up, as you can tell. Like, hang on, his feet is not. So yeah, you just have to lean him, and then he stands up perfectly fine. Like, this is not a bad figure compared to the Mayfix bootleg Superman. But since we're done with articulation, let's go into scale. Now, honestly, I'm just stand them up real quick, get that correct. Wait, I didn't go over accessories. What the hell? Okay, let me stand him up real quick. Or not, he can stay down. For accessories, he has this pterodactyl, which is really cool. There's like red paint and then some blue paint right here. Not a large articulation. There's a hinge at the head, and then you can swivel, and then his mouth opens like that. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Although I do wish Neca kind of made his wings articulated, but that's fine. That's fine. But yeah. And then another little enemy he has is this lizard thing. I don't know. I never really watched King Kong. I saw this. I was like, haha, funny monkey. And just got him. And of course, this isn't going to focus. 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 Just focus. Stop focusing on the fucking background. What the fuck? Why is it so hard just for you to fucking focus? Alright. So again, not much articulation, which is fine. I mean, he can't really look up, but his mouth can open. He can tilt his head a little bit. Not much articulation to these little guys. They're just accessories. And then he comes with this stick. And boy, will I say, I hate this thing. This thing is fucking awful. Okay, no, I'm just kidding. I mean, they could have at least gone for like a realistic looking stick, but this thing just looks so fucking plastic, and it's kind of fucking bringing this figure down. Like, look at that. There's no detail or anything, and Neca's known for putting detail into some stuff. They did the fucking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles weapons fucking better. Alright, and then he has two gripping hands to grab the stick. And these are really well sculpted hair on him, and then no painted nails, which makes sense. It's a gorilla. They don't paint their nails. And then he has some reaching hands, like when you reach for something, you're like, give me that. So yeah, these, well, he can hold his hands. He can hold whoever's hand he wants. So yeah, now we can go into scale. So alright, I don't think I can get him into frame, or maybe I can, I don't know. Alright, so scale. No, I'm gonna lift this up. So for scale, let me put this down. I'm sorry, I know I just said it. I'm gonna lift this up, but you know, some difficulties. Here is the Marvel Legends Gambit from the Retro Wave. Still like one of my favorite Marvel Legends figures. And he falls, of course. Here is the bootleg Mayfix Venom. Oh god, he's not even standing up right no more. Hang on. So yeah. People say this Venom's pretty small, even the bootleg. I'm fine with it. And here's the movie Snake Eyes that I also got from Houston. So yeah, that's how they scale. And then, I don't know, for last I guess, because I don't really want to bring out any more figures. Here's the deluxe Venom from Marvel Legends, which is my favorite Marvel Legends Venom. And they are pretty much the same size, because this guy's like 7 inches tall and he's 7 inches tall, so yeah. Overall, what do I think about this figure? Do I like it? Do I hate it? I hate it. No, I'm just kidding. I like it. There's things that are wrong with it. Like, it's hard to articulate sometimes, but then again, I don't care. So, yeah. Let me just fix them. As you can tell, it took like a minute to do that, but I'm not going to complain. And Neca's known for like tight joints, stuff breaking. I mean, my Neca printer just fucking broke, and I don't even know why. I picked it up and it fucking broke. But anyways, overall, this figure is a good figure. I recommend it if you like having monkeys around. But if you don't like King Kong or do not need this figure because you had the first one, I still recommend it because, I don't know, different versions of King Kong is awesome unless it's that red and blue one. That one fucking sucks. So, yeah, overall, good figure. I love it. Not love it. I like it. It's a decent figure. And if I had a shelf, I would definitely put this on the shelf for no reason, fighting Hawkeye or the Hulk. Alright, that's it for my review on the King Kong action figure. Peace. Peace.